protected to Chase. Back shoulder. Comes down with it at the 8. Raiders bring 5. Burrow throws to Chase.
And Chase will walk in for his second touchdown of the season.
Ja'Marr Chase has quickly become one of the biggest names in football. Nowadays, all eyes are on the first-round pick for the Cincinnati Bengals and how his time as a wide receiver will shape up during this season. But even with all that attention, there are plenty of things that fans don't know about Chase. That is why we're breaking down the 10 things you didn't know about Ja'Marr Chase. But before we get into it, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any new content. Now, let's get started. Number 10. Cleat Superstition. During his time at LSU, Chase had proved that he had a very interesting football superstition. While every player may have their thing they believe gives them certain superstitious edge, Chase was prone to changing his cleats during halftime of every game. The ritual may have actually worked out. Chase has become one of the top receivers in LSU history, even though he played a mere 2 seasons with the Tigers. He ultimately capped his LSU career with 98 receptions for 2,093 yards and 23 touchdowns, and was even the first player in the school's long history to surpass the 2,000-yard mark in the first 2 seasons as a Tiger. Number 9. High school athlete. Even the most die-hard Ja'Marr Chase fans don't realize that football wasn't the only sport he has excelled in. In fact, during his high school years, Ja'Marr Chase was a long jumper for his school's track and field team. Of course, he wasn't just another member of the team. No, Chase was actually incredibly talented at the long jump and even went all-state. Who knows what future he could have had if he didn't also excel in football. He also competed in the 100, 200, and 300-meter dash. Of course, the long jump is where he left his mark. Back in 2017, he was a state-winning long jumper with a mark of 24 feet. He was so good at the sport that many believed he could have been a promising track and field athlete. Maybe he'd be trading a future Super Bowl ring for an Olympic gold medal. Number 8. 4-Star Recruit. What many fans don't realize is that Ja'Marr Chase was a 4-star recruit out of Archbishop Rummel High School in Metairie, Louisiana. In fact, he was ranked as the 15th best wide receiver in the United States and the 4th best football recruit in the entire state of Louisiana. It should be noted this state has produced a number of world-class football players, so this wasn't an easy feat for Chase. Ultimately, he decided to commit to the LSU Tigers in 2017 before entering the university with the 2018 class. However, LSU wasn't the only big-time college football program interested in Chase. He also visited the Auburn Tigers, Michigan Wolverines, and TCU Horned Frogs before committing to LSU. Number 7. College choices. Before Chase made history as an LSU Tiger, he couldn't quite make up his mind about where he'd even attend. Ja'Marr Chase originally committed to 2 different schools before finally deciding to attend LSU. Around the same time he committed to LSU, he also committed to the Florida Gators in 2017. Chase's decision to decommit to Florida only came 2 weeks after Florida parted ways with head coach Jim McElwain, leaving many to believe he was ultimately driven away from the school because McElwain left. After decommitting to the Gators, Chase took to Twitter and posted, "Please respect my decision." As you may know, this wouldn't be the first time fans would give him a tough time for his last-minute choices. Number 6. Baton Rouge. Ja'Marr Chase's time in Baton Rouge was fairly brief. In fact, he only played 27 games for the LSU Tigers during his college football career. Still, that brief stint was one for the record books. In 2019, the wide receiver caught 84 passes for 1,780 yards and 20 touchdowns. His 20 touchdown catches were a Southeastern Conference record. Unfortunately, that record was broken the following season by wide receiver Devontae Smith. Chase had 6 games where he had more than 100 receiving yards. On 3 occasions, Chase also had more than 200 receiving yards in a game. He set a college football playoff championship record with 221 receiving yards against Clemson. At the end of the 2019 regular season, Chase won the Fred Biletnikoff Award as the best receiver in college football. He was also a unanimous All-American pick. The road getting there had not been easy, though. Number 5. Ja'Marr Chase's parents. Ja'Marr Chase considers his parents Jimmy and Talia Chase to be his biggest supporters. The couple have been pivotal figures in their son's football career and have shaped his road to the NFL. In fact, they've even helped Chase with some public relations when he wound up in some pretty tough situations. In 2020, Chase opted not to play for the LSU Tigers due to the COVID-19 pandemic. In the aftermath of Chase's decision to not play in his final season at LSU, his father Jimmy went on a campaign with media outlets explaining Jamar's decision to opt out of the season. According to his father, the decision for Jamar to skip the college football season was made by the family. They made a pretty convincing argument too. Whether it's true or not is pretty much up to the fans. Number 4, Chase's girlfriend. Jamar Chase's girlfriend is none other than Instagram model Amber Nicole, who currently has around 12,000 followers. Sadly, the two had quite a rocky relationship back in 2021. Their troubles began when Nicole alleged that she was pregnant with Chase's baby. However, it has been pretty difficult to confirm her pregnancy on social media ever since she made that initial claim. While the pair is said to not be in a relationship, neither Chase nor Nicole have posted images of themselves together on their Instagram accounts. Unfortunately for the couple, there have been a number of issues between them in the past that could explain why a long-term relationship may not be in the cards. Only time will tell what happens to the pair. Number 3, Mir. Getting into the NFL takes a hyper-competitive individual, and Chase is no different. But one thing that makes his approach unique is the way that Chase keeps track of his goals. Apparently, the wide receiver writes all of his goals down on a mirror. He doesn't take them down until he completes them. As a sophomore in college, this included leading his conference in yards and touchdowns, as well as leading his team to a national title. We may all write down goals, but Chase certainly sets the bar pretty far, and clearly this is working out for him. Number 2, troubled relationship. Many fans were surprised to learn just how bad Chase's relationship with Nicole was. In the summer of 2021, his girlfriend Amber Nicole went on Instagram to speak out about her troubled relationship with Chase. She posted Instagram stories alleging Chase of domestic violence. At the time, Nicole wrote, "Told myself I wouldn't put my business on the media anymore, but," and then she posted, "Putting your hands on a pregnant female is lame." The final post was a picture taken of Chase standing on the balcony of what appeared to be their apartment with his back to Nicole. Chase was tagged in each story, likely escalating an already tense situation between the couple. Not long after the Instagram stories were made, Nicole deleted them. However, she couldn't delete them before they were screenshotted by Bengals fans, sports media members, and bloggers. After the drama with Nicole, Chase took to Twitter. He posted a tweet that read, "These fake pages be killing me," with tears of joy emojis. There has been no further reporting to determine whether this was an actual domestic violence situation. Number 1, number 7 jersey. At LSU, many fans blamed Jamar Chase for leaving the team during the pandemic. At the time, Chase explained that he was worried about COVID-19 and the impact it might have on his family. But when he decided to sit out the season, many thought he was just simply saving himself for the NFL draft that would be coming up. Some even speculated this was the recommendation from his agents. All that being said, it made it especially tough because of Chase's prior decision to give up the number 7 jersey. Some may not know this, but the number 7 jersey at LSU is reserved for certain players. They always save number 7 for the absolute best player on the team. They wanted to give it to Chase because they felt he'd be a cornerstone for their organization, and there was no doubt that he was. Chase would have shared the honor of having number 7 jersey with a number of other talented players as well. In recent years, this has been given to Patrick Peterson, Tyrann Mathieu, Leonard Fournette, and of course, Chase ultimately decided to opt out of taking the jersey. There's a lot of speculation as to why he would do that, but many feel that he didn't want the added pressure. Not only that, but some believe he wanted the opportunity to make a name for himself on the team without the added stigma of the number 7 jersey. So what do you think of Chase? Does he have what it takes to be a longtime star wide receiver for the Bengals? We want to hear your thoughts in the comment section below. And as always, if you enjoyed the video, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any new content. This has been our breakdown of the 10 things you didn't know about Jamar Chase.